Okay, and hey y'all, welcome back to At the Table podcast. My name is Fikayo, and thank you so much for having me back in your ears. I have a very special guest with me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey y'all, it's Happiness. Yeah, I'm here with Fikayo today.
Yes, she is. And when my guests come, one of the first questions I ask them is, how did we meet? So how did we meet, Happiness?
Me and Fikayo met, and I don't know, when we were younger. We're like childhood friends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we met through the neighborhood or if we met through Shady Spring. I'm not sure. Do you know?
It was probably a combination of both.
Yeah.
Maybe like our parents took us to the bus stop, and then they met each other.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that worked.
Yeah.
But we were childhood friends though. So we've been friends for a long time.
Like, it's more than 10 years?
Yeah, it's been about, because we're 23. So.
Yeah.
But we got closer like 2020, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when we got older.
Oh my gosh, that by itself is going to be a podcast for its own self. Like that whole experience, but it's not today. We have not finished healing.
Yeah, we're still on that journey.
We are. How are you?
I'm good. Honestly, I'm good. I'm feeling like I need to get locked in. I feel like I need to get more serious with certain areas of my life.
Uh-huh.
But like other than that, I'm okay. I mean, my finances need to go up. I am kind of having some pain in my right body side, but I'm gonna be cool. But I'm good though. Like, I'm glad to be among the living.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay, so I have another question, and it is, if you could describe yourself in one sentence, what would it be?
One sentence?
Yeah.
Well, like how many words?
It doesn't matter.
One sentence? Like, how do you even do that? Describe myself in one sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would describe Happiness as a person who is, honestly, I would like to describe myself as an it girl. I know girls be using that lately, but I really think I'm an it girl.
Period.
Like, and I think so because, I don't know, I feel like I have a lot of influence. I'm not an influencer, but I should be.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't want to be like, no, well, let me not get to that. But, yeah, I would describe myself as an it girl or as, a transgender.
Yeah.
I feel like I was in high school, and I feel like I still am. Girls won't admit it, but we all know what it is. Like,
Happiness is the best dressed person I know.
Oh,
Happiness can dress. She can put some stuff together.
Oh my gosh.
You're good.
Yeah, but not even just with dressing. I just think my mind and just how I am.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I would think like I'm an it girl in my own eyes, and I'm just like, I don't know, I think I'm a vibe.
You are a vibe.
I feel like people just like, if you click, you click. If you don't, you don't. And if you don't, you're a hater. I automatically think everybody's a hater who don't like me. But that's what I would describe myself as. Other people say other things, but who cares what they say?
Who does? Who
does?
does?
Nobody cares.
Well, thank you, Happiness. Thank you very much. Okay. Now we have like our two regular questions that we ask on this podcast, and it's, what are you snacking on, and how have you been praying? So we can start with, how have you been praying first?
When you say how have I been praying, you mean like what I've been praying about?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. What have I been praying about? Honestly, like strength. Strength. Asking the Lord for mercy. Because I be doing some wild things sometimes.
Not that wild, y'all. Happiness is actually like one of the like tightest Christians I know. But she is so strict on herself.
No, y'all, because
Happiness will tell you that like having a thought about somebody like on the bus or something is wild. Like seeing them be like, oh, I hate their shoes is wild.
No. I'm not that type of Christian. I just think that I just know myself. Let me just shush. I know myself, and I try to give myself as much grace as possible. But I know when me and my friends, we say, give ourselves grace, but tighten up. So I've been praying about strength.
I like that, actually. Give yourself grace, but tighten up. That's really good. Come closer.
Yeah, I just been praying on like just regular stuff, like really mercy and strength. And then, oh, you gonna answer what you?
No, I'm not gonna answer.
Oh, okay.
This year, your episode.
What I've been snacking on? I've been snacking on some gum. I shouldn't because I got braces, but I'm still snacking on it though.
That have a bubble gum out there?
Yeah.
Girl, let me tell you about that gum. I love that. And I'll chew it for like 20 seconds to spit it out.
Girl, I swallow it.
You swallow it? Don't make your stomach hurt?
No, like I chew it. Sometimes I chew it and then I spit it out. Then sometimes I chew it and I'm like, man, it's too good. I'm swallowing it. And then I put another one in. And then it's like, it's the perfect type of gum because I don't like chewing on gum for too long.
Yeah.
So it's like that 10-second gum that I just need in my mouth.
It is.
So yeah, I've been snacking on that and I'm always snacking on like fruit snacks, gummies. And salt vinegar chips. That's what I've been snacking on lately.
Salt and vinegar chips, huh? Mm-hmm. They're actually pretty good.
They are really good. I love salt and vinegar chips. I will hope I don't stop liking them when I'm pregnant.
You know what? I be thinking about that too.
Girl, me too.
I've been eating pickles a lot. And I'm like, I wonder if I like pickles when I'm pregnant.
Because if I don't like wings when I'm pregnant, you might as well just call it a rapture. Because who's not eating wings? I am.
Get the baby out. Evicted.
So that's my one prayer point. I don't care. I mean, I don't care if I stop liking anything else, but I need to eat buffalo wings when I'm pregnant. For a fact. Like, I cannot go without wings. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
What is my thing? I don't know. I like pizza. I like ramen. I like sushi. I don't think you can eat sushi. But, like, I think you can eat it if it's cooked.
I think so. I think you can.
I'm excited.
As long as I can eat African food, I'll be good too.
No, yeah.
But like,
all I know is my mom and my husband, they're in for it.
But you like tuna?
I don't like tuna.
Okay, so you won't have that problem because I don't think you can eat tuna when you're pregnant.
Oh no, I don't like tuna. Oh no, tuna. Do you like tuna?
I like tuna. Like, it depends who make it. Like, you like sardines?
With bread, like the
yeah. So I like stuff like that too, like chicken salad.
I'm really looking for some chicken salad though. I've been seeing it on some bread.
Walmart
chicken salad is good.
Yes, just put some more seasoning if you want to. Walmart chicken salad is the bomb. So good. Yes.
Not you putting me on. Okay.
Yes,
okay. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Okay, let's get into it. So, I have been plotting to have you on here for friendships, right? And because I think Happiness is one of the best friends I have. Aww. So I was like, I have to have her on here and she has to talk about friendship. And then also I wanted to have you on here to talk about insecurities and also pretty privilege, because those two things actually I've been thinking about last week. And I was like, might as well just kind of throw everything in here and have a fun little time. So, what makes a good friend for you?
That's a good question. I don't know. So I'm very different than other people, and I've noticed that. Like, I'm like two ways when it comes to friendship. I think a couple of things I look for in a friend is like, one of my, like, loyalty. I feel like I need a loyal person. I'm a loyal person. I just feel like I need other loyal people.
Right.
Like, are you loyal in your relationship with your partner? Are you loyal with your family members? Are you loyal with just like the things that you do, like your work, your school? Like, how do you view those things? And I just feel like loyal people are people that you can trust 100%. Like, I'll be able to be like, oh yeah, I can trust Fikayo. Like, I know if Fikayo goes out there, like, she's going to be loyal. She's not going to do no shady stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just going to have somebody's back. I'm not going to say hate, but I don't like people who are not loyal because it's just that's just a bad character trait to have. So I'll need a loyal friend. Also, an honest friend, like somebody who's honest with you. Like, yeah, I don't like, why are we lying? I don't like to lie. I feel like we're too big to be lying at our big ages.
Yeah.
So anybody who lies, just like, it's just ill. And then I think like some other things, because everybody's so different. So I feel like for me, it'll just be like a friend that you can have a good time with. Like, you know, y'all can be able to like talk, but also go out. And then a friend is just like, just understandable. You want understandable people around you, people who like understand where you're coming from or try to get where you're coming from. Because sometimes they might not be able to understand where you're coming from. And, but I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, if I know her for 10 years, then she's going to be more loyal than somebody who I met 3 years ago. I'm not like that because I feel like based on your morals and beliefs, like if I just met you 3 years ago, you can do more than my 10-year friendship. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I'm not going to try to like compare the two, but I'm just saying, because I've seen people say things like that, like, oh, my longer friendships or I don't know, these people just be saying some weird stuff. I don't know. But definitely like loyalty, being honest, understandable. And yeah, that's really it. I believe that you should treat your friendships how you treat your relationship, just without the sex.
Right, I
Yeah.
agree. So do you think like every friendship should be held to the same standard?
No.
Yeah.
No, because not every friend is like that. Because you got like different levels of friends.
Yeah.
Like some people say A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Depends. Like my school friends are not gonna be held to the same level as my home friends.
Yeah.
Because they're my school friends.
Right.
Like y'all only strictly. I'm not gonna say y'all only strictly for school because we can hang out outside of school. But I know like you're my school friend. Also, I feel like I don't know, I just feel like people, you kind of got to talk to people and let people know. I feel like you should let somebody know, like, what you expect from them in that way. Like, okay, you are one of my A-list friends. So because you're one of my A-list friends, I expect us to talk more than I talk to my C-list friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like my C-list friends, I'm not going to expect too much from them because they're my C-list friends. They're my friends that I might check up on every 3 months, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they understand like you're a C-list friend. Like,
Right.
there's not too much. And I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like that's how people should organize their friendships. But some people don't believe that. People believe like all friends should be on one scale and that's it. But like, that's not how life is, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus had 12 disciples. They were not all
And then there were 3
right,
inside.
exactly. So it's just like, that's not how life is for nobody.
Right.
So people need to stop being jealous.
That's so interesting. We've talked about this over and over and over again about like even high maintenance friends, low maintenance friends. And like I had such a hard time understanding how to structure my friends. And right now, like what I do is I have about seven friends, like 7 people who that pour into me and I pour into, and we have that like relationship, and I try as much as possible to be intentional about that 7 friends and like reach out to them every week, let them know that I'm thinking about them and talking to them. And that's what works for me. Like, do you have a structure of the way you manage your friends? Like, do you do something like that or?
No. No, but Fikayo, I feel like you have more friends than I do though.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, Fikayo. I feel like
that is so interesting. No, I don't.
No, it's so weird. Like, I don't know. My life has changed so much, y'all. Like, I'm trying to think. So, before, like, okay, growing up, people will always say, like, oh my goodness, happiness, you have so many friends. I feel like in high school, I had so many friends.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've always had different group of friends. Like I had my inner 4, and then I had like this other group of girls I would hang with, so it'd be 3 of us. Then I had this other big group, and it was like 7 of us. But like somehow we were all intertwined with each other. But I always knew how to like balance off of everybody and how to treat everybody like equal, even though some people got whatever. But now it's just like I kind of like distance myself from those type of groups. Like I don't really like all that stuff. Actually, I can say truly, like, I'm one of those people that I'm not like, I want a whole bunch of friends. Like, I'm not against having a big friends group. I'm just like, that's just not where I'm at right now. I don't need that. And, yes, I don't really have the structured thing going on. Like, if I talk to you, I talk to you. If I don't, I don't. But I try to reach out to people. If I'm thinking about somebody, I try to reach out to them.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I don't got no structure.
That is so interesting.
Because you have more friends.
I don't, though.
You have 6 friends that you can talk to. I mean, I don't know. And
happiness, you be talking to people too. You be reaching people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I be talking, like, for example, like right now this semester, I'm talking to a lot of people on campus. Like, I literally talk to like the same people, the same every day. But like, I don't know, like, that's just how I am.
That's so interesting.
Like, but I wouldn't like have to reach out to them or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm an impactful person.
Period. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. It's so weird because I don't have a big friend group like I used to have before. But you know, one thing
talk this way.
Oh, sorry. One thing. Oh, sorry. Okay, one thing is like I could say like people cling to me really easily, and I think that kind of like before. I used to be like, oh my goodness, okay, people are clinging on to me, and I used to like it. But now it's like, I don't really like it that much.
Yeah.
You know, because I also want to be very private. Not very private, but I want to be like very selective for who I let around me.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Like, I'm really learning a lot. Like, there's just a lot of things that I'm learning that I'm just noticing that I'm really different from other people. Like I was talking to someone the other day and I'm like, you know what? Like I'm not really private. Like I am private, but at the same time I'm not, but I like being transparent.
Right.
So with me being private, there's some things like I don't mind sharing anything with anybody
Right.
because at the end of the day, if you tell my business, that's on you. Like that doesn't affect me because you're just showing me that you're not loyal, you cannot be trusted. So I'ma still tell other people my business. I just know how to move it too.
Yeah, that is so mature.
Yeah, and I'm just learning that like I'm not gonna like I'm learning like I'm not like how people think because people like to think like, oh, if somebody does something to them, they have to get their lick back. No, I'm not getting my lick back. Like that's on you. You messed it up.
We are too grown.
So it's just like I would share, like I was telling the kids, not the kids, but they're younger than me, the boys I talk to at school, I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, I trust y'all. Like, my trust is easily, like, it's not, I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't trust nobody. No. So I do that with friends too. If I see that you told somebody my information, okay, I just know not to tell you next time. But that doesn't mean I'm going to cut you out of my life. It just means that I will no longer share that with you. But I'm also very transparent. It's a very weird way. I don't know.
You know what? That's really, really good. And it's interesting how like everyone has their own different way because I had to do that very strategically as well. With my 7, those are the only people that know about me. And I am very transparent as well. I will tell you about everything. I share my life on social media. I do this podcast. But like you don't know me. You don't know me. And the people who know me are the people who need to know me because they're the ones that are going to be able to help me through whatever I'm going through. And it's so I do not trust people at all. So even like the 7 that I have, these people have gone years with me, or they have shown me that they have the capacity to hold me. So then that they can be trusted with that information. So I do trust them. So it's never even a question after you enter my 7, I guess, of your loyalty. I just don't expect it. I don't expect it. You like what? That would break my heart. I don't know, but everybody's so different.
Everybody is so different, and like with me, like I don't want to say I don't trust people, and I don't want to say I don't have I have trust issues because I don't have trust issues, and I do trust people. I trust everybody equally. Like, of course, if I just meet somebody today, I'm not about to share a whole bunch of news with them. But then again, I might. Like that's how I am. Like, it really depends because I just feel like if you like, I'm never gonna do anything, so it's gonna be you to blame. So it's just like, why? No, okay. I meet somebody today, and I share with her my childhood trauma, and she goes and shares with somebody else. Girl, why would you even do that? Like that doesn't make any sense. But it's good to know that that's your character. Right? Like it's good to know that's your character because you would never hear anything from me ever again. I'm gonna still say hi to you, but like you just lost the opportunity to ever hear anything from me.
That's very mature.
But it won't make me be like, oh, because she did that to me, I'm not gonna trust Fikayo. You know, there's some people that's like that where it's like, oh no, I got my heart broken, so every other girl's gonna break my heart, and I'm not gonna let people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that because that's immature. But yeah, that's how I deal with trust and friends.
That's good. So how do you deal with like expectations in friendship? Because we've talked about this as well, like. You can't expect the same thing from A as you expect from B. And is it fair to expect A from B when B is not A? You understand what I'm saying? We've had this conversation over and over and over because I know I'm a very low maintenance friend.
I think I'm a very low maintenance friend too. Like, I don't know, like.
What is a low maintenance friend?
From low maintenance, Google. Like, I don't know. Like.
No, for your definition.
Low maintenance is like. Okay, maybe I'm not low maintenance. I won't say I'm low maintenance because I feel like low maintenance people are the people who are like, we don't have to talk every day. I know low maintenance people do not talk every day to their friends, but you know where you stand with them. They're not the type of girl they're not the type of friend where you can call up every second of the day because they don't have that time. You know what I'm saying? Like low maintenance people are literally low maintenance people. Like don't expect too much from them. High maintenance is like we need to talk every single day. We need to text every single day. But you know what, though? Some people are saying that high maintenance is not like that. I've seen like conversations on TikTok that high maintenance is not like that. But it's just like, I guess it's like that reassurance. A lot of people want that reassurance. But me, I don't believe in reassurance. I believe in reassurance, but I don't believe in reassurance. And I'm not the type of person that needs reassurance. I feel like if me and Fikayo are friends, me and Fikayo are friends. if Fikayo now says that we're like, I'm not gonna feel like me and Fikayo are not friends because Fikayo's not talking to me. The only way I'm gonna feel that way is if Fikayo comes open her mouth and say, Fikayo, Heavies, we're not friends.
Yeah.
So would never second guess like, are me and Fikayo still friends? Like I wouldn't, like I don't need that. Like
Yeah.
I don't need that. No, I don't even need that in a relationship. Like if me and my boyfriend are boyfriend and girlfriend, why would I ever think we're not boyfriend and girlfriend no more? Unless he comes and tell me that we're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right.
So, but I know, like, because I have a friend, she needs reassurance, and I mean, I just have to learn how to move with that. Because, like, that's kind of different for me. Because it's like, why would you think somebody's not cool with you? They don't open their mouth to say they're not cool with you. Granted, though, I have seen girls on TikTok talk about, you know, they'll be peeping stuff in their friendship, and they could just tell like the friendship is not like what it is. But that's why I believe that people need to be very open and communicate and stop being so afraid
and picking bad things, because there's one season that I might be completely present, but there's another probably where I'm not as there anymore. Maybe I'm going through things and it's not about you, it's about me. But because they make it about them so quick, they don't even get to see like, what are you actually going through?
Exactly.
And I just don't think it's right. I see a lot of things attacking friendship, especially as a low maintenance friend. I don't need to talk to you every day or every week, really, because I know that like life just happens so fast sometimes that I just don't have the time to reach out and talk. But God, like if something happened and I knew I needed this person, I know I need this person. Or if I need to vent this specific thing, I know I have this person to vent it to. So I feel like even just me, I'm here on the defending low maintenance friendship, man, because I know how people have been like, Fikayo is this, Fikayo is that, because I don't do this or that. And it's really not even like that. It's just, I'm so low maintenance and I'm very introverted, but I think it's only people who like know me, they know that about me. And that's why like my 7 is so important to me, because y'all aren't expecting things from me that I can't do. Y'all know, like, Fikayo may not text back, but she's not doing it to be rude. It probably just got away from her.
And that's why people need to learn their friends.
Yeah.
I feel like that's important, like, going back to, like, the foundation of people's friendship. Because Fikayo, like, I know Fikayo's a low-maintenance person. Like, me and Fikayo, sometimes we don't talk for 3 weeks. But then she'll reach out, or I'll reach out, or I'll call and be like, girl, I miss you. And she'll be like, Happiness, I've been missing you. And like, we'll talk for 2 hours on the phone. And you know, then we won't do it again until like 3 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks later. And I just move with that. But like, I'm not going to go about my month thinking, oh my goodness, me and Fikayo are not friends no more because Fikayo and me haven't. No, because I know Fikayo doesn't text every day. And I don't expect her to either, because you made that clear that that's not the type of person you are. So I feel like people should make it clear, like, what type of friend they are. And if you can't handle it, then y'all should not be friends no more.
I agree.
Like, it's that simple.
I agree.
You know, and you just gonna have to learn how to take that L.
I agree.
But yeah, there are some high maintenance friends, and I don't know, because it kind of goes like, because I've been seeing a lot of conversations on friendships on TikTok where people are like, okay, you treat your boyfriend better than you treat me, and I've known you. I don't agree with those statements. Like, at the end of the day, yes, the only difference between you and your romantic relationship and your friendship is the sexual part. And, you know, I feel like, of course, do what you gotta do with your spouse or your partner, but also don't abandon your friendships.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like those type of girls. Like, oh, they get a boyfriend and they start to abandon all their friends. Like, no, that's rude, because, girl, when you go through stuff with him, I'm gonna be the one here for you.
Exactly.
So people need to learn how to balance it. And some people don't like to take accountability because they know they're wrong. Because friendship has been a conversation on TikTok for like a year now. Like, because a lot of girls be going through it, but a lot of stuff be happening with these friendships. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know as well. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is my experience with friends have been good. I've never like had someone turn their back on me or talk shit about me that I know of, at least. And I love my people. But maybe because I vet them very, very seriously. And there's some people who I intentionally do not become friends with because I know I can't maintain your expectation of me. I can't do it.
Or we're just not going to click. Like, there's some people who are like, I'm not against Instagram friendships, because those Instagram friendships,
I don't want to do those no more either.
Instagram friendships can actually become real genuine friendships that you can have for a very long time. But also, I do want people to stop. I want us to stop wanting to become friends with somebody because they're pretty or they can dress nice. Like, I want y'all to really think logically. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, I want to be friends with somebody because she's pretty. Like,
Her attitude could be horrible.
Yeah, being pretty is not going to sustain the relationship at all.
No.
And her dressing nice is not going to sustain the relationship. That's why y'all go to Miami and y'all be coming back enemies, because y'all just becoming friends off of the vibes. Like, friendship is not just a vibe thing. Like,
no, it's love, it's loyalty.
Yeah.
Like you said.
So I don't know why people, this generation does that a lot, and they're like, yeah, let's be friends so we can go to. Granted, you can have friends to do certain stuff with. Like, let's say
that's party friends, vacation friends.
Right,
yeah,
you can have that type of stuff, but like, just make sure that it's known that you are my vacation friend, right? And that you are my party friend.
And I'll only be hitting you up
for parties when there's
parties. You're not gonna hear my emotional whatever.
Exactly, but don't. A lot of y'all I think a lot of y'all be burning yourselves, because y'all make stupid decisions. Yeah, but and then y'all want to be friends with everybody. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, I'm not. I mean, if there's some people that just like really outgoing and like really bubbly and really happily, like, nothing against those people, but it's just like, you can't be friends with everybody because we're all different. Like, and that's the honest truth. Like,
I used to think it was a grace, and I don't have that grace.
It's not even a grace. I just felt like it's just not reality. Nobody is friends with everybody. Like, it's just not possible because we're so different. And then once you really start to hang out with that girl that you want to be friends with, you really start to look at her and be like, yeah, there's something about you. Yeah. It's something about you that I just don't like. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, when you start to like a boy and you really looking at his face, you're like, ooh. It's something about you, like,
I see the little bit of ugly.
Yeah, like, that's how it is for friendships too. And people should be honest about themselves. Like,
I agree.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
I agree. All right, let's take a little turn. So, do you believe in pretty privilege? And have you experienced pretty privilege?
Yes, pretty privilege is 100% real.
100%. I believe it as well.
It's real and it's true. And have I experienced it? Yes, like, it's real.
Talk about it. How did you experience it?
Like, when you're pretty, guys just want to do certain things for you. Yeah. You know, or when you're in a group of people, like a group of girls, and like, it's the same thing. Like, let's say there's all skinny girls in one group and one fat friend. Guys are going to lean towards the skinny girls. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the fat friend, she can be very pretty, but at the end of the day, like, she's going to be, you know, judged by what she looks like. And the guys are going to lean towards the skinny girls. The guys are going to be like, oh, you're hungry? They're not talking to the fat friend. They're talking to the skinny friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real. And it happens a lot. Like, when I used to
Have you seen it happen?
Yeah. Wow. When I used to go to the club and stuff like that, like, or let's say it's like one light-skinned friend and like two brown skins and like one dark skin, I guess. Things are changing now, but then more than likely they're gonna go for the light skin friend first. Yeah. And then the brown skin, you know. But then, like I said, like, if the dark skin girl is like really bad and really pretty, they're gonna go for her too. Yeah. So it's real. Like, guys who want to offer to pay for your food, get your nails done. Like, this one time, me and my friends, we went out, and then we met some guys, and one of the guys, he was really into me. So he was like, let's go out to eat. So we went to this restaurant and they paid for our food. Really? But I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was there with me. So like, he just paid for all of our food. Yeah. And one of my friends, so it was 2 guys and it was 3 girls. So my other friend, she got one of the guys. So my other friend, she didn't have no other guy. But, you know, she still got her food paid for because of the perks of being with us. Yeah. So it's real. Pretty privilege is real. And a lot of people... Yeah, it's hard. I be seeing some stories on TikTok what people be going through. Like, when you have a pretty friend, you just get some perks. But then again, it can make you feel some way because, like, no dudes are trying to get with you. You can try to dress sexy as them. If you don't got the look, you ain't just got the look. Like, yeah. I don't know.
I realized pretty privilege was real when, actually, it was with me. I got both sides of it. When I wear makeup, it was on college. It's in college. When I'd wear makeup, I knew, like... People were opening the door for me. I'd walk in the room, everybody will look at me. But when I did have makeup on, I didn't exist. I wasn't there. And I was like, oh my God. And that's really what like pushed my insecurities then too. Because I felt like when I was pretty and when I was all done up and everything, people saw me. It was a horrible feeling, like not feeling like I wasn't being seen. There was another thing as well. that like people don't talk about, but it is something to like think about. But there are downsides to being pretty. Like I'll go, you can think about it, but I'll go first. Like constantly being sexualized. I know that happens a lot. Like I feel like people see what I look like before they know who I am, and then they use that to judge like who I am. So by the time I start talking, they're like, oh shit, like this girl, she's smart, or she can talk well, or she's this, that, and the third. And it's like what did you think? Like I was an airhead. So I think like being judged sometimes, oh my gosh, we haven't even talked about like how people feel like they can just touch you. Like I remember when I used to go out as well, like guys would just touch me and I'm like, what the fuck? Like who gave you permission to do that?
Yeah.
And it happens to girls. Like girls be getting raped off of that stuff as well. Or like guys harassing you for your number when you go out and stuff. Like, I mean, of course I know like for pretty girls, they wouldn't want to be unpretty, I guess. But there is a bad side to it. It's a scary part as well.
It's real. Also, I just want to say, like, one thing I've heard lately, like, a lot of these pretty girls on social media, some guys are actually saying, like, they're trying to stay away from them because they be pretty on social media, but they be stinking in real life. That's one thing I'm hearing. Like, my sister goes to a university down here, and she was saying how this is like one of her suite mates is so pretty. Like she's actually TikTok famous. Like she's so pretty. But she was like, Happiness, she is so dirty.
Yeah.
Like she's so dirty. Her room is dirty and all of that. And I've been hearing that from some guys like, yeah, like they don't even want like the baddies no more. Like the ones that are like Instagram baddies no more, because when you meet them, they stink, they smell like fish, or sorry y'all, but like, you know. So I don't know. So I guess there are some downsides to being pretty because, and like you said, some of these pretty girls are airheads. Like they don't know jack. Yeah. They don't know nothing. Like they're so ditzy. Like it's actually embarrassing. Yeah. Or even just like, yeah, like, the sexualizing. Yeah, I don't like the sexualizing thing. Like,
you see it, I see it all the time. Even like walking in Baltimore, not even necessarily to me, but like other girls, it's like back up.
Yeah, like it's just, I don't know. I think I'm even getting older. Like I don't really want a guy to even lust over me. Yeah. Like honestly, I really don't. And like I be having to catch myself sometimes with like outfits or even just like how my body movement might be. Like, oh my goodness, am I purposely, like how am I standing, you know, to catch myself? Because I just be like, I don't want a guy to lust over me. Like that's why I be talking to people so people can understand like my mind and see where I'm coming from, because being lust over, I don't think it's cool.
No, it's not.
I don't think it's cool. And
it makes you feel like me too.
Some girls are like, oh, you don't have no sexual presence, or you're not, but it's like, girl, do I want to? Like, why do I need to have sexual, whatever the word is, for a man to notice me? Like, you should only have that for one person, I believe. Like girls who are like Cardi B or like the celebrity girls, like we can obviously see a lot of them have like high sexual, you know, they just, yeah, like you could just tell it's very
but that's
sexual.
What sells for them.
Right, exactly. But it's just,
I'm not like, Cardi.
It's not even real. It's literally for their image. Yeah. Like, and it's kind of disrespectful. Like, why are you married and you're still doing that? I don't understand that. So I don't like it, actually. I don't want that. And if that's what a guy likes, that I don't want to be part of that.
You know, and this is a great segment into insecurities, because I find that it's the prettiest girls sometimes that are the most insecure. The most insecure. Who was it? That girl, the lady that she just took out all of her
Black China.
Yup. All that stuff. So, and I think it just raises a bigger question. Like, that stuff isn't going to make you happy.
It's not.
It's not. All of it is about your inner beauty. Like what you find in yourself. You have to, or you'll get lost.
It's real. Even, there's this other, celebrity girl, India Love, light skin, Blasian girl, I think. Really cute girl. She was on the podcast the other day, and, she was like, she's insecure. Like,
I saw
she's insecure, and yeah, like she's insecure, and you know, it was kind of shocking because people were like, "Oh my gosh, you're so pretty," da da da. And she was like, you know, we criticize ourselves the most than anybody, but it was just like, I just love that she opened up about that, because you know, automatically people just think, oh, because you're posting so many pictures on Instagram that you're so full of yourself and this and that there. But people are really insecure. Like, I truly believe that if you're not getting surgery because your doctor recommended and you're just getting it because you just want to get it, I feel like you just don't love yourself all the way. I really do. Like,
Yeah.
because what's the point of adding fat to your butt? Like, for what? Why do you need to do that? Like, why do you need to have, okay, if you have small boobs, even bigger boobs, I kind of get it just a little bit. Just a little bit. But like, if you're doing, like, and then like you said, it's all about the inside. A lot of these things, a lot of these people do it because the image, they see other people doing it. The lip fillers, I never understood that. I never understood that because, child, it's lips. It's just lips. It's not that deep.
Just overdraw them. Just overdraw them. It's gonna be okay.
Like, Kylie Jenner started it with the duck lips, and now all the black women have it. Like, and some of y'all were already born with it, and y'all still want to do like extra, and it just makes these little girls just, I don't know, you start to compare yourself to all these celebrities, and it's just like, oh my goodness, like, please don't. Like, these girls actually don't love themselves.
Yeah,
they don't, because if they did, they wouldn't like be doing all of this to their body. And one thing I want people to understand is like, yo, you're not gonna look like this in 40 years. Like, no. Like, you really want to BBL at the age of 75? Like,
a touch up?
Right. Like, you really want to be snatched at 75? Girl, please, you might have a cane. Like, I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense. All of these things are going to start dropping. People be 24 years old getting botched in their face.
Yeah. Your face ain't even go nowhere.
You're like, oh, I'm preparing for my old age. Girl, what old age?
They're selling it to you. Mm-mm.
Like, and it's just, I don't know. Insecurities is real.
Are you insecure?
I'm insecure. I think everybody is insecure.
No. Okay, so let's differentiate, right? I wouldn't say, so there's insecure, like you have insecurities, but then being insecure. I wouldn't say I'm insecure anymore.
What's the difference?
Like, I wouldn't say I'm insecure anymore, but I have insecurities. Like, there's some things that make me insecure, but I fundamentally am not insecure.
So insecure is like what?
It's the personality. It's the persona of being insecure. But, like, you can have insecurities.
Oh, okay, but you're not insecure.
But you're not insecure.
Okay, so I'm not insecure.
Yeah, you don't get me insecure.
No, I'm not. But I do have, but we all have insecurities. Yes, yeah. I mean, yeah. But, like, I mean, I've kind of just, like, helped myself over the couple years how to, like, kind of let them things go down.
Yeah.
Insecure.
Yeah.
One, I don't compare myself to people. Or I don't, like, okay, let me not say I don't compare, well, I don't compare myself to people, but there's a specific group of women I don't compare myself to. Instagram models, I don't do it. Celebrities, I don't do it. I'm a brown skinned girl, so I won't compare myself to a light skinned woman. It's just not happening.
Right.
Like, women, I'm like really realistic. Like,
I like that.
If we're not, like, I'm not going to compare myself to somebody who is like Obama kids. Their father's rich.
Right.
My father's
so
not.
You're realistic.
Yeah, like, I'm just not going to do that because it's just going to make you depressed and sad and be picking at yourself. Like, oh my goodness, they have this and I don't. Like, I'm not trying to be sad, y'all.
No, for real.
Like, I've been sad a long time.
I think it was this week when I was thinking about this podcast and I was like, I want to do happiness. And I was running and I was thinking about insecurities. And I was like, cause I was so insecure. I was so, especially with having to wear makeup all the time and, just not feeling confident in my body. I was on my little run and I was like, I'm out of that. Like, I really have gotten out of that. And it, like what you said, like, I don't compare myself to anyone. I really am running my own race. I make sure that, like, I'm confident in what I do and, everything I touch, like, and with my body too, like, it is what it is. Like, I have what I have. And some people are begging for the things I have. Me too, as I'm begging for the things other people have as well.
I think that's when it really hits you.
Yeah.
Like, when you realize, like, we all comparing ourselves to somebody. Like, even these celebrities, like, they're always looking at the next person.
Which is crazy.
Right.
Because you never get there.
And then it's just like, so me, that's normal. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, why would I be looking up to Jada Waiter and Jada Waiter is trying to be like Nicki Minaj or somebody? It doesn't make any sense.
The gag is you only marry one man.
Yeah.
Like, you only marry one person.
So I don't know. It's so weird, like, comparison. And I was asking the guys at my school, I'm like, I just wanted to know like what insecurities have they dealt with or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And because I just trying to see where boys be coming from, you know, because it's a different world on the other side of the gender, you know.
Entirely.
So they were just like growing up in high school, definitely, especially when you're coming out of middle school and then becoming a high schooler, and you know, you're just coming out from 8th grade, becoming a 9th grade. Your voice is still high, you know, your body is still scrawny. And I'm like, dang, I never thought about it like that with guys. Like, that's actually kind of, and then you have seniors who are like big and bulky, you know what I'm saying? And then you're seeing like different type of women in school.
I ain't never thought of it like that.
Yeah, so I was just like, wow, because a lot of guys told me they were just insecure about like their dressing,
Yeah.
coming out of high school, coming out of middle school, being skinny, being small, not getting any women. And I asked them, how did they gain their confidence? And one guy said he just started dressing better and using jokes, being funny. To a certain extent, guys have it a little bit better than females, just a little bit. But one thing I do, like I always say, like, one thing that women, we do have, I'm not gonna call anybody ugly, but let's say you're not the baddest of the baddest, a guy is still gonna want you. Ugly men, like real ugly men. I'm not talking about like men who look like Lil Baby, because girls still be wanting Lil Baby because he got money. I'm talking about real ugly men. Like ugly men. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants them.
Huh?
Nobody wants ugly men.
Yeah.
Like, but ugly.
Uh-huh.
Nobody wants them.
Okay.
But females, even if you're like, but ugly, you're not the baddest, a man is still gonna want you.
That's true.
A man is still gonna, so I feel like we got it a little easier because like, yo, guys have insecurities.
Yeah.
Like, and you will never know because, you know, one thing about guys, they really have confidence. Even the ugliest,
Yeah,
they will still shoot their shot.
but they have to. You're a man.
Exactly. But you know, like, it's just weird because like an ugly guy, I don't know. It's just this is a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
It's just things I just realized. Like, ugly men, like, it's hard out here for them, especially if you're an ugly one in the group.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. At least with girls, we can do makeup.
That's what I'm saying.
You look like a whole different person.
Exactly. So we kind of have it a little better.
We do.
Guys, you just go straight with your face and straight with your hairline.
But I don't know, happiness. This is a conversation for off the mic because women too. Girls got it hard too. Girls, all of this imagine if you're not good at makeup.
Girls do have a hard Fikayo, but like,
or like, guys are very picky these days. And when my caliber is, when the top is like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Taylor Tiana, or whatever, and I'm looking like me, like, oh.
But you know what's so crazy though? Like, a lot of guys are changing what type of women they even like. That is true. Because a certain group of women that are popping right now are the girls who look like Erykah Badu. The girls who are wearing the long skirts, the flowy skirts, with the colorful necklaces and the faux locks. And they're pretty. They got the nice skin. They're not looking like, oh, I got a fat butt and I got fat boobs. Guys like that. Yeah. Another group of girls that is popping right now are girls who are into that vintage dressing, that thrifting style. Yeah. So I don't even think, some guys still like the BBL, Jada Waiter type of girls, but other guys are kind of like looking around. Because at the end of the day, if you're pretty, you're pretty. That's really what matters. Like, if you're pretty, you're pretty. If you're not, you're not. Because guys be insecure.
They do. Man, and it's the confidence for me.
It's the confidence. You will never know that a guy's insecure
until you see him and you're like, oh, you're insecure.
Yeah. And that's why I like confident men. Yeah. Men who are very confident in themselves. But also men who are real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think as a man, you have to be confident. You have to. You're going to be the head of a house one day.
Girl, they be so emotional.
They do, but at least keep it behind closed doors. You know, don't be out here being emotional. No. Out there in the world, you better show up. But behind closed doors, when it's just me and you, do all the emotion stuff. That's fine with me.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think like when you're a part of a guy group, like there's always going to be that one leader. There's always a leader in the group. And then there's always going to be the one that's fine in the group. Unless you're a celebrity. Yeah. If you're a celebrity and y'all all fine, y'all just all blessed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like with females, like it's just like, I mean, I've seen some all pretty girl groups. I mean, I think all girls are beautiful. Let me say this. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the ones who just like, the girls who do their lashes every day.
It couldn't be me.
Yeah, like,
It
you do your
couldn't be
lashes
me.
every day and you have the 30 bust down middle part weave
Yeah.
every day. Those type of girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want those girls in my friend group.
I don't have any
I
in
was
my
friends
friend
with
group
people like
either.
that before, but not no
I
more.
don't. The girls in my friend group, we're all trying to figure life out.
Yeah, and then also like you want to be friends with somebody who's kind of like real about themselves too,
Yeah.
like about their insecurities. I guess I know it's hard to talk about insecurities though, because who really wants to talk about the things that they don't like about themselves? But I don't know. I just feel like you get so much freedom in that. Like,
Oh, for sure.
you look at yourself in the mirror and you're just like real with yourself. There's just certain things that you just cannot fix
Right.
because this is how you were born. But things that you like, people who might have like, oh, my eyes are too far apart or my forehead is too big. Like, I mean, you can get those things fixed, but like, what's the point?
My thing is, who told you that? Like, who told you that?
People.
No. People who?
People from their
Everyone's
childhood,
eyes. I don't feel like there's a specific way anyone is supposed to look. Like, obviously, like objectively, someone may have a big nose,
Yeah.
but that's the nose you were given.
Right.
That's yours. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Like, this is one girl I watch on YouTube, and somebody commented, no, I think she was talking about something, and she was like, talking about comments that people leave under her post, and she was like, you guys say my eyes are far apart. And I swear, like, at that moment is when I realized
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
I was like, I never realized your eyes was far apart until you said, like, to me, she is so beautiful. Like, I'm like, even when I realized when her eyes are far apart, I'm just like, oh my goodness, you're so pretty.
Yeah.
Like, how could somebody even be looking at somebody like that to even like point that out on somebody?
And then when you point it out, it's real.
It's just so dumb, honestly. Like, it's mean. To me, it's mean.
Yeah.
Even when I see things in certain people, I'm like, oh wow, she really does have big lips.
But it looks good on her.
Yeah, it looks good on her.
Lips.
Yeah, like, and then it's just like, it's what she was born with. Right. I think people be forgetting that, like, we didn't give ourselves our faces. Like, we came from two parents who also came from two parents who came from two parents. So this is a generation of people. And I think I saw a post like that. Like, the girl was like, when you're like basically coming at yourself, you're coming at a generation of beauty that was set for you.
Right.
Like,
and they procreated. And they were able to bring you this far, so it worked.
It's not like, I don't know, like, people just be like, oh, you're ugly. But it's like, no, I'm not ugly. No, my family's not ugly. My mom is not ugly. No, I refuse. That's why I don't know if you've seen that one girl that was like, she never let anybody call her ugly because her mom's not ugly.
Yeah.
And yeah, my mom's not ugly, and I look like my mom, and you're not gonna call me ugly. Yeah. And I feel like that's how we should be with like our kids. Like, I refuse to let somebody call my child ugly. Yeah. Because I'm not ugly. Yeah. Therefore, my children aren't ugly. Like, no. And
that's what I try to do with my sisters too. Like, I just tried not to, like, how sometimes, like, when you have siblings, you want to like pick at them. I try not to do that with my sister because I don't want to like pull out an insecurity over something that she may not be insecure of already. Or God forbid, I even pull out an insecurity of something she's already insecure of more. So instead of maybe like being like, oh my God, look at this thing, it's more like, oh, let's go to the store and let's go get your hair done. Maybe her hair does, you know what I mean? Like, try to fix it for her in a way, or teach her how to do it better than she previously was doing it, so that it doesn't like pull out a whole trauma, insecurity, whatever for her, but more of a, let me teach you how to do this skill or do this thing.
That's real. Like, even, I kind of have to be the same with my sisters too. Like, just reminding them that they're beautiful. And I ask my sisters, I'd be like, oh, what are y'all insecure about? Or what don't y'all like about yourselves? And like, they'll share, they'll be like, oh, no, nothing. I used to not like this, but I got over it.
Right.
So, I mean, and I'm happy that they've got to that point because, like, this is me and this is who you want to deal with. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. But also, people are so rude on the internet. Like, people are so mean. Like, I'm just thinking about the influence that I watch on TikTok and how people will leave, like, rude comments about their own body. And that's why there's certain comments that you just don't even have to like respond to, because honestly, it's just projecting their own insecurity.
Absolutely.
Like, you're actually upset with how you look, and now you're trying to make me feel bad because I'm confident. And it's like, you just don't let those people win.
No.
Like, you just don't respond to them. And it just shows how like messed up the world is, because it's like, oh my goodness, like, and it's not even just a beauty thing with insecurities. It can also just be money thing. Like, one thing I hate on social media is when, let's say like Fikayo buys a 10,000, no, I'm gonna say 10,000, but Fikayo spends like $5,000 on a bag, right? And now she wants to show us her bag. She's like, okay, let's do an unboxing with me buying my first expensive bag. People will now be in the comments like, you spent $5,000 on that bag? Oh my goodness, what I would have done with $5,000, I would have put that into my child's bank account.
Making you feel guilty.
And it's like, first of all, man, this is why you don't have $5,000. Because you already opening your mouth to somebody's business that's not your own. And then why are you also trying to project that on me? Like, babe, like, no, like, it's insecurities. Like, why are you so insecure? Or even just like stay-at-home moms. I see people like stay-at-home moms will do their videos and they be like, okay, this is what I did as a stay-at-home mom. And women will literally comment under like, I work 40 hours a week and I still do all of that and I still have a 9 to 5. Okay? And it's like, and I want people to understand, like, that's insecurities. Like, that's you being so, like, you're being insecure and you need to stop and get help. Because it's ugly. Like, it's ugly. Like, I don't know. It's just ugly. And I don't like that. I hate that for us, because we're all supposed to be like happy for one another, but people can't even be happy for people. And jealousy is so real in this world today.
It's social media. Social media did it. Social media has broken the world. Social media is the Illuminati, if you ask me. That's how they're getting in. But, Miss Ma'am, we are sitting at 42 minutes. We have talked for an hour. This is how our phone conversations happen. We'd be like, oh my God, we've been talking for like 3 hours. How did that happen? No idea. But thank you so much for being on this podcast, Happiness. You know you're going to be back, right? Like 15,000 times more, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you will be. And we have so much more to talk about. So thank you for being here at the table.
Thank you for having me at the table.
You're welcome.